The male protagonist of this anime shows us his top combat power as soon as he shows up. Even though he has no combat experience, he can still perfectly dodge the enemy's attacks and end the battle in 10 seconds. Besides, he always unintentionally wins the hearts of the girls around him and makes them jealous of each other. Also, he possesses a perverted superpower, that is, to make out with his teammates at any place and any time to replenish his energy. As such an invincible man, he still has troubles, which is that he can't pick the one he likes from so many beautiful girls. Will he choose one of them to have a romance or build a large harem? Like and subscribe, and let's get it revealed. The story begins with a meteorite falling on Earth many years ago. The meteorite brought an alien monster called Savage. At that time, Hayato's family was attacked by savages. Hayato's parents were killed, and his sister was disabled. He was the only lucky one who was almost not injured. Now, in order to fight the savage, humans have built a giant warship called the Little Garden. In the Little Garden, there is an academy dedicated to training warriors to fight the savages, and they are called Slayers. In order to become a Slayer, people must be able to use a special weapon made of meteorites, the 100. Each human has compatibility scores which show whether they will adapt to the 100, and Hayato possesses the highest scores in history. So as soon as he enters school, he catches everyone's attention. Hayato's roommate, Emile, goes out very warmly to greet him. Emile is a beautiful girl who disguises herself as a boy. Although Emile wears men's clothing, we can still tell that she is a girl. But the other characters in the anime don't seem to have good eyesight, and they all think of Emile as a boy. Then, the opening ceremony begins. Claire, the president of the student union, is about to speak in front of all the students. At this time, two girls are late. The stern girl Claire goes so far as to directly announce the expulsion of the two girls. Emile thinks Claire is too harsh, and Hayato supports Emile's idea. When the arrogant girl Claire hears that Hayato has higher scores than her, she offers to duel him. If Hayato can win the duel, she won't expel the girls. Hayato accepts the duel. He then receives his 100 from the Academy's researchers. The 100 is the only weapon capable of defeating the savages, and only a very few can use it. These people are called Slayers. The higher scores the Slayers have, the more powerful 100 they can use. There are various forms of 100, and each Slayer's 100 is different. Hayato's 100 is a sword, and Emile's 100 is many laser cannons. Hayato and Emile have actual combat training in preparation for the next duel. After training, Hayato visits his sister, Karen, at the hospital in Little Garden. Karen is also a Slayer, but she is unfortunately paralyzed in both legs and can only be treated in the hospital. When Hayato returns to the dormitory, he happens to meet Emile changing clothes. Emile angrily kicks Hayato out of the room. Hayato feels strange because he thinks that Emile is also male and she shouldn't be angry about it. Emile also realizes that she doesn't behave like a boy and immediately apologizes to Hayato. Hayato doesn't blame Emile, and he rests early to prepare for the duel. The next day, the battle between Claire and Hayato begins. Claire is a third-year student, while Hayato is just a freshman. This duel is not fair. Therefore, Claire announces that she will not use powerful skills in this duel. Once the duel begins, Hayato is the first to attack. As he moves so fast, he knocks down Claire and accidentally touches her body, which makes Claire angry and shy. Then Hayato shows amazing fighting power, putting Claire at a disadvantage. Just when she is about to be defeated, Claire has to use her strongest skill, knocking Hayato unconscious with a powerful energy cannon. However, Claire promised that she would not use this skill before, so she still throws in the towel despite defeating Hayato. The two girls who arrived late are not expelled in the end. After this fight, Claire recognizes Hayato's strength, inviting him to join the student union. Hayato agrees to Claire's request. Emile also wants to join the student union, only to be rejected by the vice president, who says that only the strong can join them. Emile directly offers to duel with the vice president. Instead of choosing an official venue, they begin fighting directly in place. They have similar strength, and the winner can't be decided soon. At this time, the alarm sounds suddenly in the Little Garden, indicating that there is an invasion of the savage on Earth. In order to increase the combat experience of Hayato and Emile, the student union takes them to deal with the attack. Instead of letting them join the battle right away, they first show them how to fight the savages. The savage has a solid shell and great strength, but at the same time has a fatal flaw, which is the core, and as long as the Slayers can destroy it, they can defeat them. Soon after, Hayato and Emile also begin to fight the savages. Emile covers Hayato, giving him the opportunity to get close to the savages. As Hayato approaches the savages, he breaks its shell, and Emile destroys its core. They manage to kill several savages, but the strongest savage is still alive. This savage almost kills Claire, and luckily, Hayato saves her. During the two battles, Claire gradually falls in love with him. Then the savage attacks Emile, and her clothes are torn. Hayato sees Emile's body and the scars on her body, and he finally learns who Emile really is. It turns out that Emile's real name is Emilia, and Hayato met her when he was a child. To save Emilia, Hayato burst into a power beyond his limits, and his consciousness loses control. Worrying that Hayato will be completely insane, Emilia kisses him. After that, Hayato immediately regains his senses. They then attack the savage together and defeat him. At night, after everyone returns to the dormitory, Emilia explains everything to Hayato. When they were young, Emilia and Hayato were attacked by the savages. Emilia was unfortunately wounded by the savage and poisoned. In order to save Emilia, Hayato tried to suck out the venom, but he was also poisoned in the end. The vast majority of people die when poisoned, but once the poison survive, they become variants. There are fewer than 10 variants in the world. Variants are special slayers who have much higher scores than ordinary slayers. Although they are powerful, they risk losing their minds by using this power. Emilia has been trained to control the powers of the variant, and this power can be transmitted through kissing. Previously, Emilia put Hayato in control of his power through kissing, but it could only solve the problem for the time being. In the future, Emilia needs to kiss Hayato often, until he fully learns to control the variant's powers. That's why Emilia dressed as a man and went to the academy. A few days later, Hayato receives a new mission, which requires him to protect one of the world's most popular idols, Sakura. Recently, Sakura is throwing a concert, and Hayato needs to protect Sakura from being harmed by the savage. As Sakura's bodyguard, Hayato must be by her side at all times. When Sakura is alone with Hayato, she suddenly proposes to have a romance with him. Hayato is surprised. It turns out that Sakura saw the video of Hayato fighting and became interested in the powerful Hayato. However, Hayato does not immediately agree. After all, he does not know Sakura. Soon after, Hayato and Sakura go to visit the stage of the concert together. Sakura is also a slayer, and her 100 is a pair of wings that can create illusions. Sakura uses her 100 to fly into the sky during her singing, decorating the stage with the illusions. The day before the concert, Emilia also comes to the stage nearby. She moves into Hayato's place and bathes with him. During this time, Emilia misses Hayato so much that she applies for a mission to support Hayato. Hayato is also happy to see Emilia. They both develop a crush on each other. In addition to Emilia, the student union also comes here on the day of the concert. They receive information that a mysterious group of slayers will attack the concert because the stage is created with a special ore, which has a lot of energy, and they want to snatch the ore. In fact, Claire comes here for another private reason, that is, to date Hayato. But Hayato has agreed to go shopping with Emilia, so he rejects Claire. Together, Hayato and Emilia go to the mall to buy some clothes, and Hayato gives her a necklace. Emilia loves the necklace very much because it is the first gift from Hayato to her. Immediately afterwards, Hayato receives an emergency order. Sakura has disappeared from the hotel, and he must find out where Sakura is. Hayato has to stop the date and go on the mission first. However, Sakura leaves the hotel just to meet Hayato privately. She wants him to accompany her to a place. She takes Hayato to an attraction, and Hayato's first mission was completed near this attraction. During that mission, Hayato and Emilia defeated the savages and protected the attraction from destruction. This attraction is Sakura's favorite place. Before her mother died, she often visited here with her, so Sakura is very grateful to Hayato. To thank Hayato, Sakura sings a song that her mother taught her. Hayato is surprised to find that this is a song that Karen also sang before. Sakura and Hayato realize that they met when they were young, when Hayato's family was attacked by savages. He and Karen were rescued and entered the refugee camp, where they met Sakura, and that's when Sakura sang the song. It was in that attack that Sakura lost her mother. The same tragic experience brings them closer. At night, Sakura and Hayato return to the stage by bus, only to be attacked by the savages on the way. Luckily, they are both slayers and are able to fight against the savages to protect other passengers. Two other students rush to support Hayato. However, during the battle, Hayato is attacked by a mysterious slayer and injured as a result. After they defeat Hayato and his companions, they also kill the savages. It is strange that instead of destroying the core of the savages, they take it out. Then the mysterious group of slayers flees. Claire tells Hayato that they are also the slayers who snatched the ore before. The composition of the ore is similar to that of the savage core, and after getting the savage core, they may no longer grab the ore of the stage. So the concert is held safely at night. Sakura gives a perfect performance, and the audience enjoys Sakura's singing. After the concert, Hayato's mission is completed. Sakura goes so far as to kiss Hayato directly, showing her affection. Not only that, but Sakura also enters the academy and becomes Hayato's classmate. Since then, the girls who like Hayato have begun to compete with each other. Soon after, Hayato and his classmates go on a vacation to the beach. The girls all put on swimsuits to show off their sexy bodies. But Emilia can't wear a swimsuit because she is enrolled as a male. Many students still think she is a boy, and she needs to hide her true gender. Just then, Claire's brother suddenly comes to the beach. He is the head of the academy and is a super rich. Claire's brother takes Hayato to the power room in the little garden. It is widely believed that the little garden is powered by a nuclear fusion reactor. But in fact, the little garden is powered by not Earth's technology, but a girl. She is Lisa, Claire's younger sister. Lisa is the first variant in history and has extremely powerful energy, but she accidentally falls into a deep sleep. Claire's brother believes that Hayato's energy may awaken Lisa. Hayato tries to do so, but he fails. The current Hayato is not strong enough to awaken Lisa, and he needs more experience to enhance his strength. Next, Hayato and his companions participate in a major operation. They will besiege numerous savages here with the slayers of other countries. Soon, Hayato and his companions engage in a fierce battle with the savages. Their battle is going well, and soon many savages are defeated. But at the same time, 3 mysterious slayers are watching them. At night, Hayato and his companions decide to camp in the forest, and they want to defeat all the savages before leaving. However, the savages attack their camp and Claire is almost killed. Luckily, Hayato saves her, but Claire's body gets dirty during then, so she heads to the lake in the forest to take a bath, accompanied by Hayato. When bathing, Claire tells Hayato that Lisa is a designer baby. Before she was born, savage fluids were injected into her, and Lisa has become the strongest slayer since she was born. During a dangerous battle, she burst into energies beyond her limits, but then she fell into a coma and hasn't waken up. The scientist who created Lisa, Vitaly, defected after that, and she has been wanting to snatch Lisa over these years. The previous mysterious slayers are Vitaly's subordinates. Tonight they launch attacks because they want to snatch the core of the savage to Vitaly as a sample for research. After leaving the lake, Claire and Hayato fight them and gain the upper hand in the battle. Vitaly's subordinates are powerful, and they are all man-made variants. But Hayato and his companions are superior in number, and they are better in tune with each other. During the fierce fight, a loud noise attracts a giant savage, which is exceptionally powerful and stronger than any savage that has appeared before. It has a powerful shield, and when Vitaly's subordinates try to capture its core, they even fail to break its shield. Its shield is capable of defending against almost all attacks, and only the powerful energy cannon can destroy the shield. Claire is the slayer who is best at using energy cannons at the scene, but her energy cannon is not powerful enough, and to defeat the savage, she must acquire the power of the variant. Hayato can lend his power to Claire through kissing. So Hayato kisses Claire and transmits his power to her. Claire, having gained the power of Hayato, finally destroys the savage's shield. After that, Hayato approaches the savage and kills it. Hayato's companions capture Vitaly's subordinates, and the mission is completed perfectly. Vitaly's subordinates do not provide any information about Vitaly. Researchers at Little Garden find the location of Vitaly's institute from their phones. By the time they arrive, however, Vitaly has fled. There is a celebration in the little garden recently, and Claire thinks that Vitaly may take this chance to attack, so she orders everyone to be alert to it. On the day of the celebration, many people come to the little garden because Sakura is going to sing at this celebration. Her singing covers the entire little garden, driving everyone crazy. Vitaly does take the opportunity to invade Little Garden. She knocks down the guards at the academy's gates and enters the academy. After Claire spots the fainted guards from the monitoring device, she immediately sends people to investigate. Before that, Vitaly already swapped all of Little Garden's robot sweepers in advance. These robot sweepers have now all transformed into mechanical savages and have begun attacking the academy. These savages are small and weak, but they can self-detonate, by which they damage the college's power supply facilities and cause a power cut in many areas. The celebration can only be suspended immediately, and all spectators have to go out for shelter. No one knows what Vitaly will do next. The destruction of the power supply brought by the small savages causes bugs in the little garden's defense, and many more powerful savages begin to attack the little garden from the outside. The students of the academy immediately fight against these mechanical savages. Vitaly takes advantage of the chaos in the little garden and sneaks into the prison. She rescues the captured subordinates and then takes them to the power room in the little garden. Claire's brother asks Claire not to send people to guard the power room, and he will handle this himself. There is a security device in the passage outside the power room. Vitaly asks her subordinates to test the security device with their bodies, which causes their displeasure. Vitaly gets into an argument with them, and then she abandons them and goes into the power room alone. Claire's brother has long been in ambush here, and he and Vitaly used to be lovers, but now they are enemies. Vitaly knows that she won't be able to snatch Lisa, so she shoots Lisa directly in an attempt to destroy her, but Lisa wakes up and blocks the bullet. It turns out that Hayato's energy works to bring Lisa close to waking up. With the arrival of Vitaly, the entire little garden is in crisis, and Lisa, feeling the danger, comes to her senses completely. That's why Claire's brother dares to stop Vitaly alone. He kills Vitaly and puts Lisa to help the students fight the savages. The mechanical savages are powerful. They don't fight in the same way as the ordinary savages, and they don't have cores as their flaws. Hayato and his companions all fall into a tough fight. At this time, Lisa arrives on the stage, and she gives Sakura and Karen magical energy, which even heals Karen's legs and allows her to stand up again. Sakura and Karen immediately transform themselves with their hundreds and start singing. Their singing transmits Lisa's energy, which strengthens all the students who are fighting. After being strengthened, Hayato kills the strongest mechanical savage with one slash, but then it is soon resurrected, and the resurrected one is even more powerful than the original one. It turns out that Vitaly has created an energy link between her subordinates and this savage, allowing it to repair itself by devouring Vitaly's subordinate's energy. Suddenly, one of Vitaly's subordinates goes crazy and bursts out energy beyond her limits, directly killing the mechanical savage. What's more terrifying is that she directly turns into a demi-savage. Claire can feel that her energy is similar to Lisa's. This demi-savage will be the strongest opponent in Little Garden's history. Luckily, Lisa is familiar with this energy. She instructs Hayato to fight against the demi-savage. Hayato crosses over the attack of the demi-savage and approaches her. With Lisa's help, Hayato sees the real body of the demi-savage and convinces the girl, successfully getting her back to her senses. The demi-savage returns to her human form, and the crisis of the Little Garden is over. At night, a fireworks display is held in the little garden to celebrate the victory. Hayato and Emilia kiss again, and it is seen by everyone. So Emilia no longer hides her true gender and she reintroduces herself to everyone again. She will live and fight with Hayato and other companions until they defeat all the savages and return the world to its peace. That brings the end of 100. Though seemingly powerful, Hayato is actually an unfortunate person. He was attacked by Savage when he was a child. He lost his parents, and his sister was disabled, but he isn't discouraged, and he still positively faces life. God will never fail the brave, and Hayato eventually gets good luck. He reunites with the two girls he met in his childhood and meets many girls who like him in the new school. At the end of the story, his sister is also healed and can stand up again. Hayato's life is getting better, and humans have more ways to fight the savages. I hope you guys can have the courage to face difficulties. If you are having trouble, you can comment "Don't stop" to cheer yourself up. In the end, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll make more interesting anime recaps afterwards. Thanks for watching, and see you in my next video.